Welcome back to the Dude Sports Network's coverage of PCW Pandemonium. It was a really great card, and I'm here with my co-host, Fuzzy Boulders.
I don't even need to be introduced. I don't know why you say my name every time.
And Peter Dangles.
You're goddamn right.
Is there something new with you, Peter?
There's a lot new with my Peter, but we're not going to talk about that. Let's proceed.
Well, alright. We're here to cover PCW's Pandemonium.
Before we get started, can I say one thing? You look like my balls after I get out of the shower.
Mine too, actually. Little curly hairs. Nose hanging a little bit to the left. So Rayshawn Prince versus Jesse Garcia was a great way to start the night. Very exciting match between two athletic talents coming out of PTU who have quite the bright future. It was back and forth the whole way with imploding frog splashes and springboard elbows. It was amazing, as well as Prime Time himself, the special guest referee of this match. Peter?
I thought he did a fantastic job. He was fair, straight down the middle, and I feel like in this kind of match you really need that. These two were such incredible talents going back and forth. It was quite the honor to get to see these youngsters at the very beginning of their careers.
You know what? I'm happy you see it that way. Some people might see it a different way.
I was sitting here with this whole time you were talking. I was surprised you didn't have a drink in front of you. Because you sound fucking drunk. Prime Time was butting his nose in every chance he can get. We knew from the start, Rayshawn with Prime Time as a guest referee, bad business. You're setting up one of the good guys to lose, and I don't like it.
I think you must have been puffing on another Jeffrey, because you must have been high as a giraffe's pussy. I swear, sometimes I don't understand you. The man calls a match square down the middle. You, of all people, want to call him a cheater?
Biggest cheater in the world.
Now, I will say the match did end in quite a crazy ending. It was a timeout. That was the end of the time limit for the match. And Rayshawn thought he had to run the match. Was already walking out of the ring when Prime Time then did butt in to have a few words with Rayshawn.
Prime Time told Prince, as a boss should, if you walk out this arena, you better go straight to your vehicle, pack your shit, and get the hell on.
It's kind of abuse of power. I mean, first, he told him I'm talking from a referee standpoint, so listen to me as a referee. And then when he doesn't listen, he plays a boss card? I mean, that sounds like a bad guy move. Something that would go on to try to screw the good guy.
Regardless of opinions and thoughts, the match proceeded to keep going. And again, it was back and forth.
Until the cheating Prime Time got in the way and bumped into Rayshawn while he was trying to perform in a match where he was already exhausted and had to come back in the ring and fight.
Hold on. Rayshawn's the one that bumped into Zach Reed, and instead of focusing on the person in front of him, he turned around and decided to dig into Zach himself. What part of that is Zach's problem?
Well, anyway, the distraction was enough for Jesse Garcia to get the crowd pumping and hit that spear for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Jesse Garcia is your winner of this match. All around great match, fellas. I really enjoyed myself watching this match.
I did too, especially since Rayshawn lost.
I thought it was an amazing match, except obviously two cheaters walked out happy and the real good guy was pissed off. Like, everything happens around there.
Down to the dudes with the interview.
Bitches.
I'm here with Jesse Garcia, who had one hell of a match with Rayshawn Prince tonight. Tell me how you think everything went down, man.
Honestly, I get the feeling that everything went down exactly how it should be. I mean, I came on top, didn't I? And I had the people by my side. So obviously, I was blessed to have them. So honestly, I think just Ray Shaw just got what he deserved. So that's all I got to say.
All right, so what's next for Jesse Garcia?
Honestly, I don't really know much about that, but one thing I can say, it don't matter how big you are, how wide you are, how tough you are, how strong you are. I'm ready to run you over and pin you down. That's all I got to say.
We've seen that tonight. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one, dude.
Thank you.
I'm here with Rayshawn Prince, who had one of the craziest matches tonight, man. How do you feel about how everything went down?
How do I feel? Well, first off, I don't feel good at all. I lost one of the biggest matches of my career tonight. I feel beaten, and apparently I got screwed by my so-called coach and Zach Primetime Reed. So no, I'm not feeling good tonight at all. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed not only in myself, I'm very disappointed in my coach, Zach Reed.
So we already know what's next. We've seen you call out Zach Reeb. What's going on with that, man? How do you feel about that? You ready for that match?
Well, tonight didn't go my way, but I'm gonna look at the tape. I'm gonna go back and train. I got a month to prepare for probably one of the biggest opponent I'm probably ever going to face here in PCW. I'm going against a guy who's been in the business for 23 years. I'm going against a guy who's a former PCW champion. So I got my work cut out for me. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna train my ass off, and then hopefully be here for Prospect Super Show on August 13th. Watch me take down Mr. Primetime.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much. You guys heard it here. Let's go, Rayshawn.
It is Arsonist here with Zach Primetime Reeb. You got called out by one of your own students today. You got anything to say about that?
What I'm looking at next August 13th, right here, Convention Center, and that's what I like, man. I like that. I like that passion on that kid, man. I like that drive. That kid's at Primetime University this last 10, 11 months, and he's putting in some time. He's logged in over 400 hours 3 times a week, so he's probably put in about 160 sessions with Jesse Garcia too. So, I mean, that's what I do, man. I'm ready to get back into the ring. I'm tired of sitting on the side. Reffing was cool tonight, but I'm ready to get back in the ring and compete and see what I got at almost 41 years of age.
I think everybody's excited to see what you can do. That's Primetime Zach Reeb, folks. Much love, and we appreciate you, man.
So for our next match, we have Most Wanted, Christian Sky and Must See ET versus Bad News Blakesley and what was supposed to be Alex Ace, but is now a mystery opponent. Now, I was excited with who the opponent was. How about you, Peter?
Oh my God, I love me some Angel Escobar. Angel Escobar comes out to the crowd's surprise and just brings it home, subbing in for Alex Ace, who couldn't be there due to visa issues. But boy, I tell you, the combination of Bad News Blakesley and Angel Escobar, that was an unlikely combo that I was extremely happy with.
I do love Blue Dream, one of my favorites.
I think you guys are living in a sick, twisted world, how much you praise these bad guys. Most Wanted, they were in there expecting to fight 2 giants. And one of them had a visa problem, so they bring in a mystery Blue Dream. They weren't expecting to fight a smaller guy. They had all their weapons tooled to fight these big behemoths. So you kind of pull the bait and switch on them, and I don't find that fair.
And you were right. The match went on as it did, and it was great offense from both teams. Even though Bad News and Blue Dream haven't been teaming for a long time, they definitely looked like they were on the same page for most of the match.
You got to see the Blue Dream really show what he's capable of. And boy, did he.
Christian Sky is a world-class wrestler, and he put it all on display there. Angel Escobar, he's an up-and-comer, and he needs to pay his respect to those We'll put it down before him. There's some good men in that ring right there. And none of them was Blue Dream. Another bad guy. Cheater.
And back to what Fuzzy said earlier, their game plan was definitely in there to go against some big men, because the way this match ended was definitely a most wanted way to end a match. As I just said, Bad News and Blue Dream were on the same page for most of the match. Until the finish, where Bad News went for the tag on Blue Dream, he got him on his back for that signature splash, and when it came to the pin, Bad News went for the pin, and then realized he was not the legal man. Escobar went to try to get it, took a little bit too much time to get there, and
that's what you get for cheating. I'm just gonna put it out there. The big man went for the tag, put another guy on his back, and then jumped on the guy in the ring.
That was an extraordinary move.
Backpack splash.
Blakesley hauled the Blue Dream over his shoulders and splashed onto Must-See E.T.
Exactly.
Causing an earthquake in the ring, which, if he would have been the legal man, would have been the end of the match. He went for that pin like Don just said, and he was not the legal man. Then he had to tell the Blue Dream, hey, pin the guy over here. As he tried to escape the ring, ref wasn't paying attention, and the real bad guy came in with a hammer and hit the Blue Dream in the back of the head.
You talking about the man who just watched his partner get jumped, get the weight of 6 men thrown on top of him?
It was 2 men.
It was 5 + 1 on his back.
All right.
The weight of all those men landed on his partner, and he doesn't have the right to hit Blue Dream in the back of the head with a hammer like he deserves?
This is not the streets, Fuzzy. This is a legal match where there is disqualifications.
It's not the streets. Life is the streets. I play golf on grass, and it's still the streets.
That's probably why you're not allowed at the golf courses anymore.
That's because I get drunk a lot, and sometimes I forget to pull my zipper up when I pee.
Yeah, you know that. Remember last time we were on the course with him?
Oh, I remember. I try to forget.
Apparently it's frowned upon if you shit in the 9th hole.
And regardless of what happened, there was no disqualification. It was a hammer hit to the 1, 2, 3. Most Wanted are your new tag team #1 contenders.
All legal.
For more on this match, we got the dudes down there with a couple of interviews. Take it away, you ugly fat fuckers. I'm here with Bad News Blakesley. That's just an insane match tonight, man. You had Alex Ace couldn't make the match, so we have Angel Escobar subbing in for your tag team partner.
You know what? I'm tired of every single big guy around dodging me. First, it's Alex Ace. Yeah, he was supposed to be my tag team partner, but you can't show up. You put your name on a dotted line and you can't show up. I don't know what day, but I will get my hands on you. And Big Juicy, don't you think I forgot about the way that you just slid out of our match. California, I'm coming for you.
You heard it here, folks. This is Bad News Blakesley. This Arsonist here with Angel Escobar. You subbed in for Alex Ace tonight, who couldn't make it. What's next for you, man?
You know, man, I don't really know what's next for me, because tonight was fun. It was kind of a bummer, though. You know, we didn't get the win. Kind of left I think Most Wanted left a bad taste in Blakesley's mouth. You know, it's kind of like when you're in a relationship that's toxic. Once you get out of it, you don't really want to just go into another one. So we'll probably part ways, and we'll just see what's next for me, man. Just as my forever rival Evan Thomas would say, stay tuned.
Well, we're excited to see what's next, man. You do a good job out there. Much respect. Hi. It's Arsonist here with Christian Sky and Must-See E.T. Most Wanted, who just locked in a title shot, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me, what's going through your guys' minds right now?
Well, you know, you've seen me pretty angry as of late. I'm feeling a little lighter because we are one step closer and finally past all those roadblocks in our way. We're going to get those PCW tag team titles around our gorgeous waists again. That's right. And the thing is, we get to call the shots. We have a tag team title shot in our back pocket, and we're going to find out what our stipulations are whenever we feel like it. Ain't that right, Christian?
Yeah, and everybody says that we break all these rules. Well, then maybe when we face NPR, we don't have any rules. Maybe we just fight. They want to fight. Maybe that's what we do.
Maybe it's a no DQ match. Maybe it's a ladder match.
Maybe they're not man enough to take us up on any of those stipulations. Let's be honest.
Probably not. They're probably going to want a cute little play by the rules, best 2 out of 3 falls match or something, but the crowd doesn't want that. They want blood. You saw that in the main event tonight, didn't you?
100%.
The crowd wants their fair share in blood, and so do we. Because those tag team title opportunities have been ours. We earned them. And now we're out for gold and blood. And money, power, and respect, that's not something we're too concerned with. We're going to make sure that they play into those weaknesses they showed against the Scum tonight. Did you see all that, Christian?
I know. I watched every move in that match. You were on commentary. I was in the back watching the whole thing. We scouted those boys. They have no chance.
Everything on them. We got all of the evidence. And at the scene of the crime, Orville Convention Center, where they took those titles from us, we're going to win them right back. Hell, they might even have to cage us in.
I can tell you we're all excited about that. That was Most Wanted, folks. Much love.
Next on the card is the #1 contendership for the PCW Championship between the bad boy Boyce LeGrand and Showtime Mike Shoop.
Shoop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, shoop.
You guys are lucky I got a fresh buzz right now. If the alcohol would have wore off a little bit, slap both of you guys in the faces.
If he was a little bit drunker, he would have danced.
If you remember, Boyce LeGrand helped jump Mike Shoop and Big Sin with propane on the last PCW we covered. This time, Mike Shoop gets to get his revenge on Boyce LeGrand, and boy did he ever. It was a great match, back and forth. We had the bad boy just taunting away the whole time, just really rubbing it in his face every time he had laid a move or the smack it down on his ass.
And he did lay the smack it down on his ass. Wiped the floor with him, pretty much a lot of it. There, you could say a little back and forth, but you got a little bit of ass wiping.
There was definitely a lot of the bad boys showing off in this one. And there was a crazy storytelling going on. As much as the bad boy was beating down Showtime Shoop, Shoop kept going for that crossface throughout this whole match and got really, really close multiple times.
But the bad boy was not taking it. He would reach for that rope, get the rope break almost every time. It was crazy to see. But then, we finally got it sunk in deep, and Showtime Mike Shoop brought it home for the victory.
And just like Boyce knew what to do the entire match, he still did the same thing. He had his damn foot on the rope, and the ref didn't call it.
If the ref doesn't see it, did it actually happen?
I mean, if it's a good, upstanding citizen like Boyce, yes, it did happen.
You know, usually at times like this, I gotta stay neutral. I tend to agree one side or the other. His foot was on those ropes. And unfortunately, the ref did not see it.
Hoop, hoop, hooray, Mike Shoop.
Mike Shoop better watch out. I'm pretty sure Boyce LeGrand ain't gonna let this one slide. Who the fuck let a duck in the studio?
Did you bring your fucking dog to work?
It's not a fucking farm day!
That's not my dog.
I guess with that cheat of a win, that would make Shoop the #1 contender. Who he's gonna fight, we'll find out later on in this card. But until then, send it out to them douches for some more interviews. I don't know what it is, but I hate those guys' faces.
I hate their whole everything.
All of it.
I'm here with Mike Showtime Shoop. What are your thoughts on the match tonight?
I'm ecstatic. You know, Boyce LeGrand, he put his nose in my business last month at Limelight. Tonight, I corrected that mistake. Tonight, I earned the #1 contendership for the second time in a row against Boyce LeGrand. It's happening, Sin. It's happening. You and me, former best friends, former tag team champions. We put each other through hell, and I'm looking forward to the next stop.
Good talking to you. Thanks, man. So there you have it. Former tag team partners, and now #1 contender twice in 2 events. We're gonna see some good things in the future here.
And from here on out in the night, it's nothing but gold on the line. Next, we have the PCW Tag Team Championship match. Reno Scum versus Money, Power, Respect.
What a match it was. We had MPR going against a group of dudes that looked like something out of Streets of Rage. And boy, did they have some rage. These guys were all over the place.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I really dug their hair. They had pretty cool style there. I tried to do it with mine one day. Maybe I should grow a mohawk. Should I cut mine?
No.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes I feel like a scum. And I've been in Reno a lot, so.
I feel like you're scum too.
You drink my scum.
Said you and pointed at you.
You can have whatever's left over. But Reno Scum really stepped to the opportunity. They had the chance to get them golds around their waist and take them from NPR, who's been holding titles for a long time.
But they couldn't do it. They even tried rubbing Fabrizio's face in the other man's armpits, and that was seriously disgusting, guys. That's just gross.
Yeah, Scum got a little bit of taste of their own medicine.
They did, didn't they?
I've never had my face shoved in a man's armpit like that, but I pay good money to get my face shoved in a woman's. $25 out in New York.
Anyways, they could not handle their own aggressiveness. These men went for a super kick on Marco, but he ducked it like a real savage does, and he delivered it square to his own partner's chin, dropping him and allowing Marco to step in for the pin, with Fabrizio on the other man's leg.
How can you call yourself a man if you're letting a friend kick another friend in the face? That's pretty fucked up.
You're pretty fucked up.
Why would you not be mad at the friend for kicking the friend in the face?
He was aiming at Marco. Why would Marco duck it? Who ducks a kick?
You spilled some drink there, buddy.
Who ducks a kick?
And with that, NPR retained the PCW Tag Team Championships. Down to the dudes with the interview. Fuckers.
Bitches.
I am here with Money, Power, Respect.
Hold up, money lover. You better get that right. It's Fabuloso Fabricio, Marquito, Marco Mayor, Money, Power, Respect.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry about that. Well, how'd you guys think about the night? See, you guys took the dub home. It was a beautiful match. I enjoyed it. How'd you guys like?
We love being here at PCW. The crowd loves us. We love the crowd. All it was. We retained the PCW tag team titles to still carry out the reign because it's a crime to shy away from sexy time, and there's no escaping my sexy shoulders.
Get it all in, get it all in, soak it all in. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
All right, what do you guys think about those new #1 contenders for your guys' belts?
Those muñeños? Those muñeños?
Are we talking about Most Wanted?
Yes.
No, they got disqualified, didn't they? At the end of the match.
We beat them once, we'll beat them again. put us in any stipulation.
Line them up and we'll knock them down. That's how we roll, baby.
So run that money up. Look, take a look at this. Cameraman, take a look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how clean that is.
Right here. Because you know what? I like to be comfortable after my matches. But let me tell you something. My boots are custom. They're made to fit me, and they're very expensive.
All right, well, thank you guys. Money, power, respect.
And if you don't know who Money, Power, Respect is, then you better wake up. Because we're the hottest tag team in Northern California, and you better get that right.
And if you don't know who we are, smack your mama.
There you go. Smack your mama if you don't know who they are.
And continuing the trail of gold, we now have the undisputed Inter-California Championship match with the Last King Manny Roa and Hellbound Brandon Humphrey. It was going and going, and Manny just seemed to keep putting the work on Hellbound in this match.
You know, Manny Roa really knows how to handle himself in that ring. You got Hellbound Brandon Humphrey, who moves around like a small guy, but is actually a pretty decent sized human being. Then you got Manny Roa really taking care of business in there. We watched that man pick up Hellbound Brandon Humphrey and slam him on the steps.
Those hard steps. That was some big impact as well.
That definitely was.
You know, Manny was going in there and showing what he does best, flexing that muscle. He's a pretty strong man, and when you're putting up a Hellbound Humphreys, you gotta eat a little bit more to go up against all that muscle in the Last King.
Hellbound Brandon Humphrey, though, he's a true champion of champions. Just like we watched him beat down Manny Roa in the last one, I had no doubt in my mind that he would take care of business in this one.
Are you talking about the one he cheated in?
What is wrong with your stupid head?
Now, there might not have been no cheating, but there was definitely shenanigans. Because the match was stopped. Again.
I'm sorry. Do you spell shenanigans? C-H-E-A-T? That's how you spell cheat, genius.
You would know a thing or two about cheating, wouldn't you?
I know a lot about cheating. I wrote the book. I literally wrote the book. I know a lot about cheating by Fuzzy Boulders. I've been trying to get you guys to buy one, and I've only had 3 copies sold
It's
so
on
far.
it's on my coffee table.
It's on my to-do list of things not to fucking do.
It's a shit read. And not like a shit read. I mean, like you read it while you're shitting.
I think you were right the first time.
Like I said, there was shenanigans. And Manny Roa, whether you like to believe it or not, may or may have not shoved Brandon Humphrey into the referee.
What do you mean may or may not have? We blatantly watched Manny Roa shove this man into the ref and play it off like it was Hellbound's doing.
Hold on, can I ask a question here?
No!
You know what? I'm gonna ask you anyways, because fuck that guy. Did Manny Roa touch the referee?
Yes.
He physically put his hands on the referee.
No.
I guess he did not.
Hellbound Humphreys physically put his hands on the referee.
Maybe the first time, but this time was unintentional.
Unintentional. Oh, grown-ass man doesn't know how to walk in a ring?
It doesn't matter what you think, because you're not the owner of the company. Zach Reeb came straight down and said, "Not on my watch. Not again. Not this time." And he forced that match to start over.
And right when it started, Brandon Humphrey hit that highway to hell. And it was 1, 2, 3 over. Over. Brandon Humphrey is now the undisputed Inter-California champion.
The undisputed inter-cheating champion. I get it. Kick it out to the adult DJs.
Dishes.
Take it away.
We are here with Manny Roa. Manny, what happened tonight? You had it in the bag.
What do you mean what happened tonight, man? I won. Fair and square by the rules. The referee called for the disqualification. I should be walking out the undisputed Inter-California champion, but no. No, Zachary wants to throw his weight around, wants to start making decisions on the fly, go for his friends. So yeah, man, that's what happened.
You did have it in the bag. She called, she rung the bell, they handed you the titles, and then like you said, Zach came and stripped it out from you. What are your thoughts on that?
What the hell do you think my thoughts are on that? I should be walking out of here champion in my own hometown. But yet some old guy wants to stick his nose in my business? No, man, I don't play that way. Zach wants to come around and stick his nose in my business. I'm going to expose him and show everybody who the real Zach Reeb is.
You heard that, folks? Manny ain't happy. And you're about to find out some things.
All right, I am here with the new undisputed Inter-California champion. How you doing, Hellbound?
I'm in pain, sir. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, but that was one crazy match you went through, man. A bunch of different things going on. Tell me about what happened, man.
It seems like every time I get in the ring with these guys, there's always some BS that happens. One of these dipshits always want to attack me from behind. There's always somebody that really, they just don't want to face up fight. And bro, I came from the old school. Let's just settle it. Old school, face up, fight, get through the madness. And when we come out, we can shake hands and go our separate ways. You don't win the title, sorry. I don't win the title, cool. I'm gonna come back working harder and I'm gonna get it next time. But it seems like I just can never get a straight up opportunity to just go out there and just beat a dude's ass and go home and drink my beer. It's always sneak attack, getting beat with freaking chairs, getting hit with a goddamn belt before I win it. I'm hurting, dude. I'm hurting bad right now. How you feeling?
I'm okay, man. I'm not hurting as bad as you right now, but my feet definitely hurt a little bit, you know. But that's nothing.
The next match for gold on this card was for the PCW Women's Championship. Jordan Blue versus Pretty Little Psycho, Kimberly Diamond.
Kimberly Diamond did what she does, man. She comes out there, she puts on an amazing show. You know, she licks things, kicks faces. I love it.
Jordan Blue has all the potential for a superstar. I always get excited to see Jordan Blue do her thing. And do her thing, she did.
It was definitely a great match. A lot of back and forth in this one. Kimberly Diamond taking control, Jordan Blue taking control, all the way until the end.
Jordan Blue tried to sink the match and put that finisher on her, but Kimberly Diamond wasn't having none of it.
Kimberly Diamond caught Jordan Blue with that finisher and a reversal, and it was all over.
Pretty Little Psycho gave Jordan Blue a taste of defeat.
Literally.
Unfortunately, the dudes are douches and couldn't get an interview from either one of them. Probably because of their shoddy journalism.
Those guys are horrible. I don't know why they haven't been fired yet.
I bet none of them went to school for journalism.
They probably don't even write in journals. They probably still use diaries.
Weirdos.
This is Arsonist here live with Haywood. Doc Haywood.
Dr. Haywood, spell it right this time, guys. H-E-Y-W-O-O-D. Haywood. And you know, last year at this time, I was sitting in the front row as a fan in this exact same outfit, checking out my potential next investment, PCW. And since I came into this company, you can see how the quality in this company has gone up. But unfortunately, something happened tonight that made me rethink my investment. Zach Reeb running roughshod all over the ring, stealing a title from Manny Roa, making Rayshawn Prince go the extra mile when he already wrestled his contracted match. I'm telling you, Zach Reeb is power out of control. The PCW board is like a boys club between him and Rick Luxury and James Haight, and it's time PCW had a central authority figure, and who better than Dr. Haywood to run this company in the proper manner. You folks heard it here. Take it easy and take it twice.
That was the Diamond Standard of Commentary. Back to you guys.
And for the last match of the night, I don't even need those things. We have the Oroville Street Fight for the PCW Championship. My favorite match of the night. Propane versus Big Sin. And may I add, if Propane loses this match, it will be his last match in his career.
Not only was it the heavyweight title match, but it was a hardcore, all-out killer match. These dudes were hitting each other with everything from pizza cutters to forks and kendo sticks and tables.
And one of your favorite parts of the night, I swear I've never seen Fuzzy get giddy and happy in my life, but when those thumbtacks hit the mat, woo, did I see a side of Fuzzy I've never seen in my life.
You know me, I'm a sucker for violence.
Bloody violence.
That's the best kind of violence. I mean, I like violence without blood, but when you got bloody violence, those thumbtacks were just a great accent to this match. I mean, when you got so much weaponry like kendo sticks and tables and chairs and pizza cutters, for God's sakes, seeing them tacks come out was a little bit of old school refreshing.
Definitely made me hungry.
Big Sin really had it out for Propane. He really wanted to make a statement that he really is the true hardest hardcore man in PCW. And boy, was it a wild one. Propane came with everything that he had. Big Sin is just too damn hard.
Indeed he is, and it was really, really hard for Propane to try to overcome this whole match. And like we said, Sin was everywhere all over this match. He even made one of the dudes shit his pants at one point. It was ridiculous.
That was my favorite part.
I swear Don had to change his underwears.
Don was shaking in his little boots.
This one was pretty hard for me. You had two of America's best big guys going head to head in a bloody, violent match. And the fact that a career was on the line, that meant one of two of the best good guys the world has ever seen was gonna have to call it an end. Oh man, that was hard for me.
As much as I'm not a huge fan of the bad guy, it was gonna be very sad. You shut your mouth. It's gonna be very sad to see Propane have to leave. Propane got thrown through a table, not once, not twice, but 3 times before that thing broke.
And that was indeed a heavy duty table. And Propane took the brunt of that force every time. And it just wasn't enough until that third time to finally make that thing crack. But that wasn't all. Propane still was not going down. Towards the end of this match, Propane was the one on his feet at some points. It was ridiculous to see a man get beat down that much and be able to still stand on his feet.
It was nice to see one of the greatest managers in the sport come to the aid of one of his wrestlers in a time of need.
But boy, did we get a surprise when Jimmy Mack came back and helped Big Sin retain that title.
Now, I will say, I don't know if it was more of a help Big Sin retain that title as much as it was a fuck you to Propane for sending Jimmy Mack packing.
True that. True that.
I sure hope Rotten Jaw is okay.
I sure hope that ref's jaw is okay.
And in true fashion, Big Sin retains that heavyweight championship, which means we had to see a true legend in PCW walk away from the sport for good. You will truly be missed. We appreciate every single blood droplet you've dropped in that ring. You will never be forgotten.
Thank you for all you've done, Propane. You've made this grown man giddy from all the blood I've seen. And of course, all of us at Do Sports Network has always believed in Big Sin. But I can guarantee Don believes in you now too.
That's it for us at the desk. We got more interviews down on location right now. You guys have a wonderful day.
We are here with Big Sin, the PCW heavyweight champion. Sin, you had a crazy match tonight.
Was it crazy?
That was pretty intense, man.
Was it? I thought it was kind of laid back, considering that the whole reason why we got kicked out of this building the first time is because of the extreme shit that I did.
I mean, for you, it probably was a little walk in the park, you know. But
I was built for this.
you had the kids crying.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I warned them. I warned everybody. If you have a sensitive subject or a stomach or you don't like blood and guts, go home. Go home, because if you want this fucking belt, then you're going to have to pry from my cold, dead fingers. Because if they're still fighting me, then we still going to fight. And that goes for anybody. Propane, you found that out the hard way, but I've been telling you for fucking years that I am about that fucking life.
You hear that? He's about that life. And Propane found out. So, undefeated still. What's next for you?
Like I said before, whoever won it can come get it. It's an open contract. I don't care who it is. I think Shoop has another one coming up because we got to finish what we started. I know Blakesley's been in the back talking a bunch of shit, and I know people want to see that match. I don't know if he's ready yet, but we're going to find out one day. So it ain't nothing between us but an opportunity we can get down.
You heard it. Anybody can get it, and everybody's going to get it. Yeah, Big Sin. All right. We're here with Jimmy Mack. Jimmy Mack, last time we saw you, you were done.
Yeah, I was done, but it's always in your blood. You're always coming back, right?
Right. So tell us about what happened. What brought you here to...
Well, how about this? I can't say anything officially yet, but you better be at the next show if you want the full scoop. So that's all I can say right now.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about the match that went on tonight?
Personal issues aside with Propane, I'm sad that he has to go. He was very much the heart and soul of PCW. So I feel bad for him in that way. That still being said, I'm glad we get someone who doesn't follow the rules out of PCW so we can start going in the better direction.
You guys had a pass, right?
Oh, yeah, we had a big pass. I'm not a referee because of him. So that's all I'm going to say about with him right now.
Yeah, but bright future for you, Jimmy Mack, and it was good to see you again.
You too, guys.
Thank you.
So Arsonist here with Propane, the last OG of PCW, with an emotional last match that had everybody going crazy, man. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
13 years, man. It's been a long ride. I had fun. I done whooped a lot of people's ass. People done whooped my ass. It's fun.
You're gonna be missed here for sure, man. You had an emotional rollout. Everybody was here to show you support, man. We appreciate you giving your all in that ring, man. Just want you to know everybody respects you right now, man.
Thank you.
God bless, man.
Make sure you check out Prospect Super Show August 13th.
Yeah, I heard those douches were performing.
Live performance from RC and Don and the Adult Dudes.
And great wrestling, as always, with PCW.